Archangel Michael warns someone you trusted is exposing you right now. This message is crucial. Don't skip a single word, as it holds vital information you need before it's too late. This isn't a normal message, it's an important alert. Someone tried to set up your death, says God. Before time runs out, you need to know this. Archangel Michael says the warning has been sent out and that this is not a practice run. With the sound of thunder, everything that was hidden is now out in the open. Their bad plan is known, their names are written down, and the arrow that was meant for you has been broken, says God. Archangel Michael says your spirit has been picking up on hints all week, so you won't be caught off guard. You had a heavy feeling that you couldn't explain and a strange chill in places you knew well. That heavy feeling was a sign, and this message tells you why. Someone thought your silence meant you gave up, says God. They were braver at night because they thought your stillness meant you gave up. They did plan to do something bad to your life, but heaven moved faster. Pay close attention and stay calm, says Archangel Michael. Right now I'm on the edge of your future, and I will protect you from harm. The good plan for your life is being written over in bright gold. Your breath is safe, and your purpose is watched over, says God. The weapon that was made in secret rooms ran into a wall of fire that it can't get through. That Dark Order's signature is wearing off like ink in the rain. You've been in many places where people talked about you without love, says Archangel Michael. You could feel it, but you didn't say anything because you believed in a higher power. That trust is now your shield, and that shield is now your flag. I saw the deal that bought the plan, God says. I saw the message that said if you fell, you'd get something. Stop making that profit now, and I'll send the cost back to them with all the bad things that will happen. Fear tries to sound real when things are unclear and dark, says Archangel Michael. Tonight, fear can't be heard around you. I'm giving you bright courage, like a second heartbeat. The person who wanted you gone is now living a different story, says God. The people who were helping them are leaving because telling the truth doesn't go with sneaky plans. They set up a stage that they can't step on. Your job is easy and strong, says Archangel Michael. You will stand, breathe, and keep your peace like a holy river. No one can take from it unless God lets them. The trap is shown, God says. When things are known, secrecy is no longer useful. When seen in the morning light, a spiderweb can't act like it's not there. The plan against you today is the same. I've looked all over your life and found every weak spot, says Archangel Michael. Each hole is being filled with a line of fire that doesn't hurt good people. You are always being watched over, and that's always true. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. God says you knew you were being watched. The person who watched wasn't stronger than the person who watched over you. That person was just loud, and that doesn't last. As if a holy fire were making a blade stronger, Archangel Michael says your sight is getting clearer. Things that used to be hard to see will start to stand out. Kindness that is meant to hurt you will be easy to spot. God tells us, I'm helping you see past the scary future. You'll see the easy way to get around their trap, like crossing the wind by yourself. This path is narrow not because you are weak, but because you are very important. Michael, the Archangel, tells you to make your back feel strong and straight again. You've had enough of the worry of being suspected. Now you have a clear understanding, and that understanding moves easily. God says that the meeting where the order was approved is being looked at again by the law. People who saw what happened are coming forward without being asked to. I'm bringing them because I care about their morals and what will happen to them. The Archangel Michael tells you that heaven is watching over your home. Your front door is marked, and each window has a name. That which tries to enter must explain why, and that which hides must leave. God tells you that you will sleep well and feel calm when you wake up. The scary dream won't be able to get in. There will be peace where fear used to be. I can hear a sound in the spirit world. It sounds like old fabric ripping, says Archangel Michael. It sounds like every fake deal breaking free from your life. The threads that tried to hold you down can't handle the sky being open. I'm setting your timing, says God. No matter what time you get there, you won't be late. You won't get to a place early where a lot of people are in danger. Your feet will take smart steps, says the Archangel Michael. Every step will prove that you still belong here. The ground below you will give you a firm response. God tells us not to argue with shadows because they don't listen. When you walk in the light, the argument loses its power. Go where I tell you to, and your enemy will get lost. You're being moved without a big show, says Archangel Michael. It will be very safe for you to make small changes. Small changes can stop big issues. God says, I'm giving you back the time that worry took away. You held your breath for too long. Now let it out. The stress in your hands will make you forget about worries you can't see. I saw how kind you were, and you didn't brag about it, says Archangel Michael. That small act of kindness is now keeping you safe because heaven remembers things that people forget. In a court that doesn't take bribes, your record is public. God says, the person who wanted you to die will have to deal with what they caused. The field is empty, and the ground won't grow anything for them. They thought they'd do well. When they put out their hands, all they feel is wind. There will be clear signs, says Archangel Michael. Talk that didn't want to face the truth will now be honest. It's now easy to open a door that used to be stuck. God tells them, I guard the limits of your job. No one can cross them. And I take back any secret permissions that were given without my permission. Your future isn't something that was left behind. Stand where you can hear your own heart, says the Archangel Michael. Fear isn't beating in your chest, it's purpose. Courage, not fear, drives purpose. I'm giving you new words this time, God says. You'll speak from a place of strength, not pain. Your boundaries will be clear, and your words will be clean. The Archangel Michael tells them, the darkness is getting lighter. Dawn doesn't ask for permission to come in. Light chooses for itself, and that choice is for you to live. God tells us, I'm fixing the mirror so you can see yourself better. You won't see a goal. You'll see someone who made it through and is now a leader. Archangel Michael states, the story that started with danger will end with your testimony. Your story won't be about the bad guy. It will be about your rescue. The Lord tells us, you are not failing. You're crossing. There's a big difference. You know it. The Archangel Michael says, let your lungs fill completely with air. Breathe deep and stand right where you're meant to be. This ground is made holy by God's plan. I bless the quiet choices that kept you safe while you waited for things to become clear, says God. Those decisions weren't based on fear. They were smart decisions that looked like care. I'm now moving forward to reward your wisdom. Archangel Michael says, your name was like a doorbell that was always being rung by dark hands. No one is answering your ring right now. Only peaceful people may enter. The attempt against you makes a record that will protect you later, says God. This record isn't meant to get back at someone. It's for keeping track of things and setting clear limits that can't be pushed back. A message is coming to you, and it has proof, says Archangel Michael. Proof stops the show that the people who lied to you put on. Don't touch the evidence, let it speak for itself. Your next steps are planned, says God. Choose the plans that feel right and decline the invitations that feel old. Peace will confirm your journeys and God's presence will confirm your stops. Your past won't be used against you now, says Archangel Michael. Bad habits from the past don't matter now. There is a stamp on your gift that says, forgiven and protected. God tells them, I'm making plans for those who need to hear you to do so. You won't have to yell to be heard. People will be able to understand what you say. Delays that didn't help are over, says Archangel Michael. Any delays that are still there are just a cover for protection dressed as patience. Accept them and your path will become smooth. I'm putting helpers in places you haven't even seen yet, says God. People like them, but what they do is very important. They won't let you down because I give them strength. The Archangel Michael tells them, the fire that used to scare you is now a hedge. There are flames between you and the person who wanted to hide you. The fire keeps you warm and warns them. The bad report against you is being changed, says God. The pages are turning by themselves, and where blame used to be, praise is now written. This person who keeps records answers to me. Look up and remember that your shoulders aren't meant to hold the world up. You're not a house for everyone else's problems. For your job, you are a lighthouse, and that's enough. He says, your sleep is now part of your defense. Rest without feeling bad about it. Trust without putting on a show. There is a change in the air around you, says Guardian Michael. There isn't a storm coming in, there is one going out. Enjoy the calm and don't chase what's going away. God says, I'm letting more light into your life. A wind that smells like new beginnings blows through it. The person who planned to hurt you can't breathe in that wind. You'll hear about talks that used to plan your downfall and now talk about your freedom, says Archangel Michael. Let them talk while you build. Builders make a noise that blocks out rumors. When you're honest, I bless what your hands touch, says God. When you choose peace, I bless what your voice says. I bless what your feet don't do when the path is wrong. This time, your courage will feel different, says Archangel Michael. It won't scream out of fear. Fear will have nowhere to go because it will just stand there. I'm marking your spirit so that your enemy can see it, even though other people can't, God says. It says, untouchable by my order, alive by my design is written on it. The person who hired someone to kill you didn't know about your special promise with God, says Archangel Michael. They felt something they couldn't see. That shock teaches what words of wisdom couldn't. The end of this part of your life isn't just about surviving. God tells them, it's time to move to open, wide ground. Your calling fits better in wide ground than in small, sneaky alleys full of plotters. Check your peace every morning, says Archangel Michael. Keep an eye on it like a small flame in the wind. God says, I'm putting loyal hearts around you. Feed it with truth, and it won't go out. They will just show up and stay, no tricks. It will be nice to have them around on a hot day. Michael, the Archangel, says, the hidden arrows are being found. I'm breaking them over my knee and setting them on fire. The person who shot them has nothing left. I'm not done protecting you because I'm not done helping you move forward, God says. In my hand, safety and moving forward go hand in hand. You will not be held up as a target, but as an example. Raise your head, says the Archangel Michael. There are no bad things in the sky above you. You can walk under it because it's clear and wide. God tells us, today is a blessed day for you. It will flow through you like a river that knows where it's going. You won't let other people's problems stop you. Now move forward, says Archangel Michael. You can see in the room ahead of you. God says, this is the end. The shadows that tried to follow you have gone away. In my court, no order against your life will stand. The choice means life, meaning, and many good days. Trust that heaven has already taken 10 steps for you, says Archangel Michael. Take the next step of faith. Your timetable is set, and every breath you take is valuable. God says, the story goes on, but the danger is over. Your future will be like a gate that opens for the right person. Don't look back as you walk through. The Archangel Michael tells him, you are safe from head to toe. Your home is quiet, and the way ahead is clear. Don't worry about your name. Move forward and live your life to the fullest. God says, this is over. I chose you to be here, and you will keep my word. Peace to your mind, strength to your body, and light for the next step. Archangel Michael tells them, the emergency has turned into a message of safety for you. It was what stood with you that was raised, not what stood against you. The night is over for you, and the day is real. Remember this if you have to remember one thing, says God. People who plan to hurt you can be stopped. You are held by the one who makes plans. An extra, thank you, is an extra way to show your support. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. What does Archangel Michael say? Your life is being watched over more closely as time goes on. In your name, I'm building a living wall of strong eyes around your doors. The hand that kept you safe at night is now studying you in the light. Those behind this plan who are hidden are losing their hold, says God. It's becoming clear that they have bad intentions, and that always makes fake courage weak. They can see that there's no way past the wall I've built. I'm clearing the confusion that was trying to cloud your mind like a wet cloth, says Archangel Michael. As sharp as dew on early grass, your mind will clear up one layer at a time. God says, I'm not only stopping the plan, I'm giving back the energy it tried to take from you. When things become clear, you have to make up your mind. You'll no longer be tired, and you'll remember how strong you were when you were alone. You'll miss your regular hours because they were full of power. Archangel Michael states, you won't doubt the warnings that saved you. You'll respect the wisdom that made you pause and stay quiet. The self-control that kept you alive now shapes your future. You are not late, says God. You're right on time for what I had planned after this hard time. The timeline that was meant to be used for loss is now being used for power and learning. I've been in rooms you'll never have to visit, says Archangel Michael. I've been behind doors that you'll never have to open. I have already answered all the questions you'll never have to hear. The one who wanted your death wanted to gain power through fear, God says. When love shows up with authority, the business of fear falls apart. That business is over now, and I'll fill your days with certainty. As you breathe, Archangel Michael tells you, your body will learn to expect peace. With each breath in, you give yourself permission to live, and with each breath out, you let go of old burdens. Your body remembers the things that make your spirit happy. Files have your name spelled wrong, says God. I'm fixing the spelling of your future right where it all began, where the goal was set. Someone was after your name, but now it's a witness. You'll get a call that feels like sunlight coming through blinds, says Archangel Michael. It won't ask for anything. It won't be too much, but it will confirm. Things will be okay after that. God tells them, I'm taking one person out of your inner circle in a gentle but firm way. They'll leave in a way that is quiet, sure, and aimed, like a tide pulling away from the shore. They leave a hole that makes loyalty want to come in. The story your enemy told falls apart at the first line, says Archangel Michael. The truth makes their voice crack, and the stage lights move away from them to look for you. You won't be defined by what was done to you, says God. You will be known by the protection that is around you. People will remember you not only for your scars, but also for the strength that grew around them. What does Archangel Michael say? When old fear comes calling, open the door to a time when you were safe. Let that memory fill the room like pine trees do after it rains. It should say out loud, you made it through, and you're still chosen. Wisdom will come to you in the form of patience, says God. You're not going to chase what comes. You'll do what makes you feel good. Your yes will be clear, and your no will be kind. The main goal of your life is strong again, says Archangel Michael. Focusing is getting tighter, and I'm giving you back the tools you almost dropped. It won't feel like work, but like something that needs to be done. I've already made the places good again this season, says God. The streets that used to make people nervous will now make them determined. Rooms that used to be scary will now be full of good plans. You'll see beauty in small things again, says Archangel Michael. A cup was carefully put down, a door that was left open for someone. A sunrise that isn't very exciting, but is still beautiful. These will be the quiet signs that the hard times are over. God states, the person who wanted you dead starts to dream different dreams. In those dreams, the mirror they avoid learns to speak. Looking at themselves becomes a teacher, and that teacher brings consequences. Your boundaries are holy lines, not walls of anger, says Archangel Michael. You'll draw them without saying sorry, make them without getting mad, and keep them without going too far. People who love you will see the good in them. I honor your pace, God says. I don't expect you to heal completely. All I ask is that you agree with life. Let your morning begin with steadiness before speed, says Archangel Michael. You don't have to feel rushed when you move quickly. You can get things done without being stressed out. God says, your name is getting new favor, like a seal on an envelope. You should keep the message inside safe. People will feel this, and many will act on it. The seal warns others to be careful. You won't have to defend yourself to everyone, says Archangel Michael. It will become less important to explain. It will get easier to stay at peace. What does God say? The rumors about you are getting old. They've gone a long way without water. The truth is the river they can't cross. Archangel Michael tells her, what's most important to you is changing in a gentle way. Things that really matter move forward, while things that drain you move back. You'll be sure of your choice, and your days will be better for it. God tells him, I'm changing the way you sleep so that it's a gentle teacher instead of a loud disturbance. Lessons come as rest, and rest comes as strength. The way your support system is built is changing to match how important your calling is, says Archangel Michael. I'm taking away weak parts and strengthening parts you didn't even notice. What stays will stay. Fear often comes out like breaking news, says God. My peace comes like news stories that are over. Live in the calm end, not the alarm. Your ears will start to hear tone more than just words, says Archangel Michael. If someone is kind to you at first, you'll know they care. You'll say yes or no to invitations based on how they really feel, not just how nice they are. God says, I'm making the way clear. It will look like a map instead of a maze. It's not hard to find the way. It felt that way because the stakes were so high. I tell your feet to step past old traps with the grace of a dancer, says Archangel Michael. There is balance, elegance, and quiet confidence again. You'll move like someone who knows they have help. God tells them, I bless your work to succeed without putting in a lot of effort. More time will pass by with steady, careful work than with a mad dash. Patience leads to success, and honesty leads to growth. The hands that tried to strip you bare are emptying, says Archangel Michael. The edges of their pages are getting burned and curling up. The crowd has already left by the time they look up. It's not careless on my part to protect you. God says, I'm exact. I only cut the rope where the knot was. The plan ends where it began, not where it was talked about. You'll treat simple tasks with respect again, says Archangel Michael. Inhaling a blessing as you wash the dishes, fold the laundry, and lock the door. God says that everyday things will show you a sign. The number that kept showing up will now go away, letting you go. When you look at the clock again, it will show a calm hour. Archangel Michael tells her, I'm building up your confidence where it was weak. The seam looks nice after the repair, and it's done neatly. You'll admire the toughness more than the brokenness. God tells them, I'm taking care of your relationships. Those who are meant to stay will find their groove. People who were going to leave will have no reason to stay. Dear Michael, the Archangel, There is a difference between secrets and privacy. You are going to choose privacy over keeping things secret. Privacy keeps you safe, while secrecy hurts you. God tells you that you don't need to make a picture to feel safe. To be strong, all you have to do is tell the truth. The truth can matter. Acting is hard when you don't have any real support. Archangel Michael tells you that being able to see clearly won't make you mean. It will help you see. It looks like clarity is nicer than confusion ever could be. God says, the calendar doesn't scare me. I plan meetings for days that don't look like they have much going on. Bad things don't happen on days that look like they will be busy. The Archangel Michael tells you that you'll feel safe making decisions that seemed uncertain before. The feeling of falling is over. It starts to feel like things are moving forward. I take away guilt from places it doesn't belong, says God. You are still responsible. Shame goes away. The correction stays. No one is to blame. The hall of this test has windows, says Archangel Michael. When you look out, the bright light will seem less harsh. On the outside, a true sky keeps its word. God says, I'm sending a quiet helper who will make you feel at ease even though you haven't met them. They'll talk slowly, and what they say will stick like seeds in good ground. Wait for those seeds. They already know what to do. Remember how you kept showing up for other people, says Archangel Michael. That good deed comes back to you in the form of help at just the right time. You'll smile at how well it all works out and call it grace. But the peace you need to handle the future is now being given to you bit by bit, says God. Every day's deposit adds to your account. Soon you'll be able to make big choices from a position of plenty, not lack. Not every fight is yours, and not every silence means giving up, says Archangel Michael. You get to decide where to stand and where to sit. Strategy turns into kindness in armor. I'm getting rid of the fake deadlines that put you in a tight spot. God says, care is the only thing that needs to be done right away. Take good care of yourself. Take care of your life. Take care of your days. Archangel Michael states, your voice is returning to its natural sound. No more speaking too softly to fit in. No more speaking too loudly to be heard. Just your true voice, steady and sure. I honor your boundaries with favor, says God. They will be gentle and firm with those who test them. People who treat them with respect will be welcomed with open arms. Joy comes back as a guest who knows your house, says Archangel Michael. There won't be a loud knock. It will set out bread and tell you to eat it. God tells them, the question you've been thinking about all along, whether it's safe for you to plan, has now been answered. Make a plan in color. Make room for the nice surprises I love to send. Your steps will take you to places your fear kept you from going, says Archangel Michael. It's strange how normal the ground feels. The fear was just a story that ran out of steam. God tells him, your name will show up in a good sentence where it was in a bad one before. The author has changed. The plot has changed. You'll carry yourself with quiet authority, says Archangel Michael. Not the loud show of victory, but the victory itself. No one will say why the rooms will change. God says, I cut away chances that look good, but ask for your soul in return. You'll learn the difference between deals that are too good to be true. Pick to breathe. The honest time you spend resting isn't wasted, says Archangel Michael. Like putting down bricks to get stronger. Like oil for a lamp that needs to burn for a long time. God tells them, I'm going to remind you of a small, pure happiness from your childhood. It should remind you that you are still mine, even though you are an adult. Let it bring back the softness that duty tried to make tough. The road that turns soon won't be a trapdoor, says Archangel Michael. It will be a call to change course, and you won't be afraid to do so because opportunity is always around the corner. I confirm how you feel about certain places where your shoulders tense up for no reason, says God. Stay away from that place. Look into places where your breath feels free. Michael tells her, getting better will help you find new ways to say thank you. Not flashy or for show. Just simple thanks that makes it easy to breathe. God says, some people will think you are lucky when you are smart. Allow them to think that. The time you spent learning and the prayers that led to the right moment will be clear to you. Your home is learning a new sound, says Archangel Michael. Not as many alarms, more laughter, less rushed steps and more leisurely meals. The enemy used this map to find you, says God. Now, the roads they were on led to empty fields with locked gates. It's clear that favor has hidden your path. When someone sends you a message that wants to cause trouble, the Archangel Michael says to be quiet and keep going. Being quiet doesn't mean you're weak. That is strong wisdom. Getting away doesn't mean moving. It's staying in place. God says that this season has a quiet but strong power. It's not fireworks, it's morning. As the day goes on, it gets brighter. You will know the difference between a divine touch and a burst of energy, says Archangel Michael. A rush of energy shouts and then goes away. There is a divine touch that stays. Pick what stays. God tells us, I will put mentors in your way who teach you more by how they live than by what they say. Look at how they make rooms calm. Get used to that way of being and use it. The fear of letting other people down won't be more important than keeping yourself safe, says Archangel Michael. You won't feel bad about choosing your own health. This isn't being selfish. This is good care. There is a chance for things to be right, says God. Not a big show, but a real fix-up. What was drained comes back in smarter ways. Archangel Michael tells you that your heart won't think about bad things happening so that you can be ready. It will take faith to feel stable. When people work together, they will show trust by being more consistent in what they do. It's okay to let go, God says. I'll show you how. It's not rejecting to release. It's about being on time. Some things do better in other places and get better when they come back. This month, your steps have a quiet but clear rhythm, says Archangel Michael. Let it set your pace and keep you from getting too rushed. God tells them, the apology you never got is no longer the key to your freedom. That had nothing to do with freedom. The key was with me the whole time, and I'm now giving it to you. Let this season's mirror show a face that trusts its guardian. You're not naive, says Archangel Michael. You are safe and not easily hurt. You're on task. God states, when you talk about this later, you'll do it without trembling. You'll describe facts and praise the rescue. The room will feel relief when you speak. Your goal is once again a fertile ground, says the Archangel Michael. Plant the ideas you had saved up. Consistently water them, even if it's not fun. I'm making up for the times I didn't give you enough peace, says God. I'm giving you time and clarity back as pay. You'll feel rich in the right ways when you spend it on the right things. Archangel Michael tells them, a simple routine will help you have a steady morning. As many times as you need to, do something to center yourself, a glass of water, a stretch toward the window, or a word of affirmation. I will surprise you with a way that needs both your kindness and your strength, says God. You were never supposed to pick one over the other. Together, they make you unique. When memories that make you feel bad come back, tell them to leave at the door, says Archangel Michael. Your halls should only be filled with light and good memories. This house is holy to you. The person behind the order will find out how empty it is to win through fear, God says. It's a victory that doesn't feel good. They will feel that emptiness and either make a different choice or go away. Forgive where it sets you free, not where it binds you, says Archangel Michael. Forgiving someone means letting go of a debt, not letting them off the hook. Don't lose your keys. When you laugh, you'll know that the battle is over, says God. It will just happen. It will stand out like rain on a roof after a long dry spell. Your legacy lived through the night, says Archangel Michael. It needs your attention right now, not your worry. Take your time and try your best. You'll never know all the dangers I took away, says God. That's kindness. What you will know is the sweetness of being safe every day. Enjoy it without any guilt. We're not done, says Archangel Michael. We'll stay together, and I'll watch over the edges while you focus on your goal. Let's keep working together. Do the next right thing, says God. Then the next one. Look at the light I put in front of you, instead of the worries that are building behind you. Your strength to keep going has grown into a quiet strength, says Archangel Michael. It's useful, proper, and natural, so wear it like a well-made coat. Now it fits you. God says, there is no dramatic ending to this chapter because peace likes real quiet. Turn the page and let the room breathe. Archangel Michael states, go forward. Keep what protected you. Let go of what drained you. Bless what built you. Live the rest of today as if you're meant to be here because you are. The circle of protection around you is getting wider, like dawn rising over a quiet hill, says Archangel Michael. In that light, your name stands out like a promise that can't be broken. The air can hear me as I stand next to you. I'm writing the edges of your days so they hold more grace than noise, says God. It will feel like rain coming back to a riverbed when space comes back to your schedule. Strength grows slowly in that place. You'll soon feel a gentle change in rooms that felt heavy, says Archangel Michael. No longer will the air press against your chest like a fight you didn't want. The air will help you stay alive and plan for your future. God states, the one who ordered things against you built their house on a fault line. The truth has moved under their feet, shaking up their plans. Those who don't listen will learn a lesson from this tremor. I am telling you that your steps should be beautifully normal and powerfully exact, says Archangel Michael. You'll be safe without having to act like you're safe. You'll just live and be kept. God tells us, I'm bringing back the colors you forgot about. The tea that makes you feel better. The street was quiet at dusk. The laugh that sounds great. Say these every day to yourself. Your spirit will start to want clean conversations, says Archangel Michael. Plans that aren't manipulated. That's what you want, sentences without traps and answers, without hidden agendas. Give it to them and watch your world get easier. You thought about a path but didn't choose it. Now that path is ending without regret. It never meant to be for you, and it now knows that. You're on the right path because you said no when you thought you were just being uncertain. Michael, the Archangel, says memory will try to run your mind like a board. It will wave old scenes around and demand a part it doesn't deserve. Please tell it no and keep the script that God gave you. God tells them, I'm settling you into a way of being that makes fear hard to understand. You won't be shy or small, and you won't be loud either. Fear doesn't have a plan for that weight. The way ahead is clear enough to see, and it's broad enough to grow, says Archangel Michael. Small hopes won't make you feel squished. You'll flow through the truth like a river. I'm putting a witness to your safety in a place you wouldn't expect, God says. Their words will end a fight you didn't want to be a part of. Let them tell their story while you tell yours. Archangel Michael states, you'll feel a desire to tidy certain parts of your life, not as a punishment, but as preparation. Clarity loves clean spaces because it spreads better there. I'm bringing back your desire for what's possible, says God. When I was scared, even simple plans felt like puzzles with pieces missing. You remember how to put things together now that the pieces are back. You'll know the fake by how fast it moves, says Archangel Michael. It's quick, it flaps and smiles as it pushes. The real thing invites, thinks about, and waits. God says, I'm making your inner guide clear, but the haze made it hard to see the signs that led home. You will feel better after seeing. Watch how relief comes like a friend taking their shoes off at your door, says Archangel Michael. It doesn't call for a party. This thing stays with you and helps you breathe. God says, the apology you never got is losing its power over your choices. No longer will you plan your happiness around someone else's silence. You can no longer do things that way, and your life is moving on. What does Archangel Michael say? Your limits will turn into beautiful statements. Yes, said with kindness. A peaceful no told. God tells us, I will do you a small good deed that seems like a mistake. It will come just when your heart needs proof. Don't ask about the time. It will wash away your doubt. The people who are watching get bored when their whispers don't bother you, says Archangel Michael. Let being bored do its thing. They'll see their own empty rooms. God tells them, I'm teaching you to enjoy the quiet times in between big events. Take a moment to be still and know that it's not emptiness. It gives you food. Because you took a break, the next part will shine even brighter. Your courage no longer needs boosters, says Archangel Michael. It breathes steadily and runs on faith. Panic can't trick it with false alarms anymore. Be careful with yourself, but be strong when you sense danger, God says. You're not going to say sorry for leaving threats. If you learn, you won't punish yourself. You'll notice that your laughter comes back fully, says Archangel Michael. It won't sound like a defense. It will sound like a window that lets in nice weather. God tells them, the plan against you became the base for you. Not to show how safe you are, but to praise harm. You're going to stand on what tried to bury you and call it ground. As Archangel Michael tells you, you will find simple habits that help you get through the big days. First drink water, then light, and always breathe. These will protect you from noise. God says, this is my message sent through someone with calm eyes. They won't make a fuss. You'll sleep better because they'll say one clear sentence. What Archangel Michael wants you to say is that you should be kind, but it shouldn't be your only plan. You can say more when you're clear. Putting limits on what you say makes you smart. God says, I am freeing your mind from practicing the worst that could happen. Fear shouldn't be able to control your imagination. It's going back to me for wonder and direction. Michael the Archangel tells you that the next room will feel like walking into warm air. While you were healing, the getting ready took place. Your only job is to go in. God says, the person who wanted you to go will see what happens. I'd rather change things than be punished. Let them go far from your gates in peace if they want to change. You'll stop thinking that a mood boost means you're on track with God's plan. says Archangel Michael. One makes you tired, and the other makes you stronger. Pick the flow where you can still think straight. I have set it up so that your name will be spoken in places where you don't have to shrink to fit, says God. When they ask you to do something, be honest and take a break. When it's clean, chance can feel like home. Your hands will remember how to do that without shaking, says Archangel Michael. The work that used to make you shake now keeps you steady. The table is set, and may God bless your tools. God tells them, I will use a normal day to give you great certainty. Not a trumpet, just the truth. When you wake up, fear will have forgotten where you live. Don't feel like you have to explain your worth to people who choose to get it wrong, says Archangel Michael. It's not your job to make them understand. Your peace is. I'm setting your pace so your purpose will have the strength it needs for the long journey, says God. Sprints get a lot of attention. Endurance sees things through to the end. We're not here to show off. Booty will find you doing the dishes and paying the bills, says Archangel Michael. The event will show that wonder can be found both inside and outside. That proof will make you stronger, God says. I bless your yes to boundaries with new light on your calendar. When there is light and space, time becomes holy. Where chaos used to be, creativity now stands. Don't be afraid of the smallness of new beginnings that come after you've been through something hard, says Archangel Michael. Being small is not a step down, it is a new beginning. Small can move around, God tells him. I'm changing your habit of getting ready for impact into a habit of receiving. A heart that never rests can never heal. Let the good weight rest in your open hand. Your wisdom will whisper before danger shouts, says Archangel Michael. Believe what the whisper says. It's too late to shout. God says, I will put someone nearby whose quiet honesty feels like shade. Watch how calm they are. Watch how steady they are, and learn how to walk from them. When memories come with loud warnings, lead them to the balcony of perspective, says Archangel Michael. They lose even their sharp edges from there. You'll wave hello and go back to the present. I'm not just keeping you safe from a bad plan, God says. I'm helping you change the way you are. In times when there is no plot, that way of being will get you through. Keep it up when things are going well, so it feels natural when things get tough. Archangel Michael tells them, you'll see a change that doesn't need to be announced. It's like the door has always been ready to open, but it wouldn't open before. Just walk through it, and let the future gently close behind you. Desertion is your steering wheel, but compassion is still your greatest strength, says God. Keep both. Drive well. The air over your bed will sleep like a lake tonight, says Archangel Michael. Deep, still stars that you can't see with your eyes. Allow the quiet to teach your body how to trust again. I guard your good name without you having to fight for it, says God. The truth walks. As far as gossip goes, it walks. Archangel Michael tells them. The storm that came together against you didn't realize how strong your roots were. Those roots went deeper than the plotters were willing to wait. Roots win. This week, you will make a choice that seemed impossible before easier, says God. You will pick calm over stress, focus on yourself over what other people are doing, and health over rushing. If you make that choice, the earth will reward you. Archangel Michael tells her, you'll notice that your body stops twitching. You won't jump when doors close. People will speak up, and you won't back down. I'm weaving joy right into your focus, says God. It won't feel like a prison cell when you're concentrating. Things will be growing slowly, making it feel like a garden. You won't talk about the bad person or the fear when you talk about this time, says Archangel Michael. Your main job will be to rescue people and rebuild things. That's how you keep the peace and get your story back. God states, the next person who asks for your story will get the version that lets you live freely, not the version that ties you to the past. You'll tell the truth and not fall into the same trap again. That's being mature and kind at the same time. Mike, the Archangel, tells her, your circle will get smaller without you feeling alone. There will be less furniture in the room and more light. The people who are still there will know what to do. It says, I turn pressure into foresight. What pushed you turns into something that helps you focus. It will help you make things not hurt you. Don't say sorry for surviving with wisdom, says Archangel Michael. Be sure that your standards are clear. When you open your doors, let them open inwards first. God declares there's a small envelope of unexpected kindness coming your way. Being sincere is the only thing that comes with it. Do not be suspicious when you receive it. The mirror will greet you with truth that doesn't hurt, says Archangel Michael. You won't see scars as flaws, but as ways to get better. You'll see eyes that stay nice. God declares, I make a promise with your mornings. They will give you peace before the news and time to breathe before you start working. Talk to them like you know them. Archangel Michael says, getting ready for the worst will become less of a habit as soon as you stop overusing it. There will be more curiosity, gratitude, and presence. These will help you go farther. Your peace will start to lead you like a shepherd, says God. You stop where it stops. You follow it where it walks. You'll get a gentle push to let go of one more thing, says Archangel Michael. You won't feel like you lost anything. It will be like taking off a coat that doesn't fit this weather. I'm putting a soft sign in your path that only you will see. God says, it won't need to be proven by other people to be true. It will make your chest ring like a tuning fork finding its tune. Celebration will return to your calendar without the need for a special event, says Archangel Michael. Breath is the event. Life is the reason. God tells him, I make your desk holy. Thoughts that used to come from being scared will now come from being calm. Notes that smelled like panic will now smell like calm. People who watch and whisper will move on to other stories when they can't change yours, says Archangel Michael. Allow them to go. A public stage is not what you're after. I plant strength in your quiet choices, says God. Getting up on time, water for drinking, having a good word for yourself. These are the gates that greatness walks through. Your steps are not judged by how loud they are, but by how straight they are, says Archangel Michael. When you stay in line, even small steps can go a long way. Stay in line, and even short breaks can move mountains. God tells them, the hard times you've been through have turned into training for you. You have new tools now that you didn't have before. Be gentle with them, and they will last a lifetime. When the next shadow tries to get in, it will find that your door is marked with fire, not fear, says Archangel Michael. Fire that keeps you warm and scares it away. God tells them, I close this story with a firmness that you can feel in your shoulders. A breath that you didn't even know you were holding back. Remember to breathe and move gently. You are free to move forward, says Archangel Michael. It's not that there was no danger. It's that protection never left. Go ahead and let the ground get used to your new beat. The hour that once threatened you is now working to save you, says Archangel Michael. It always does what's best for you and tells me before the sun even rises. Your schedule can breathe easier because heaven is in charge of the clock. God says, I'm folding the map of chaos so that you can only see the path of peace. You'll be able to follow it with steady fingers, and each turn will already be blessed. The path ahead will honor your survival while giving you room to grow. Archangel Michael tells her, I'm changing your habit of getting ready for impact to a habit of receiving. The muscles that clench will get weaker over time, but they will also get softer. This gentleness will be stronger than any fear ever was. God tells them, the person who wanted to kill you didn't realize how strong you are. You were built on a foundation that comes from storms and seasons, not praise. That kind of foundation is hard to buy or break. The faraway watchers will find that distance can't control outcomes, says Archangel Michael. They will learn that being close to the truth is better than being close to power. It will be quiet when they learn, and you won't have to be there. I will give you a letter of release at the right time, says God. Something will end, but it won't scream. Read it once, breathe twice, and 3 weights will fall off your shoulders. Stillness will sit in your room like a guardian with kind eyes, says Archangel Michael. It will be there longer than the loudest memory of fear. Panic can't sit where it is. Your limits become a living promise, says God. When silence is better than words, they speak for you. They're there for you even when it would be braver to walk away. I'm giving you quiet courage for everyday things, says Archangel Michael. If you hear keys, you'll find it. It takes courage to keep going when doors open and sidewalks stretch out like good friends. God tells them, you'll soon arrive at a door that knows you. It won't put you to the test with lies or threats. It will open for you because it knows your name and the time. The records of this battle are sealed in heaven, so they can't be shown off, says Archangel Michael. What you need is kept. Things that would hurt are buried. Don't give the whole history, just the main points. Calm music will play in the background of your days instead of alarms. God says, instead of the rhythm of warnings, there will be music of resolution. When you get better, your heart will keep time. I told the night not to come into your morning, says Archangel Michael. Dawn is holy, and it will come without fear. Treat it like a friend, and let it teach you how to breathe. God tells them, there is kindness coming your way with no hidden plans. It isn't going to ask for a favor or try to trick you. Take it in and teach your nervous system a new way to feel safe. Your words will have power without being harsh, says Archangel Michael. You'll be firm without cutting, clear without crowding, and kind without giving in when you talk. This is how a voice that has been healed sounds. God says, because you are self-controlled, I will give you chances that are good for you. Your no made room for a better yes. A yes that comes with clean hands is better. Places that felt small will show hidden space, says Archangel Michael. When people are honest, the room feels bigger. You can trust people who are honest. God declares, I allow you to rest without asking anxiety for permission. Rest isn't a nice to have, it's important. Without it, even wins aren't possible. Your attention is valuable. Use it on things that make life grow, says Archangel Michael. You can get deals quickly at the market of fear, but you'll leave without anything. Keep your attention on something else as you walk past those bright signs. God declares, I'm resetting your desire for meaning over noise. This means it will taste less quickly and last longer. It will taste good and make you tired. Archangel Michael tells us, When the past comes calling, just nod and keep going. You're not a place to read about pain. You're a workshop with a goal. Awards used to hang where tools are now. There is no ending to a story, says God. It makes things right. There are wise notes in even the rough parts. You won't shake as you read them. Trust the way your body feels when it's near the truth, says Archangel Michael. The shoulders know before the mind does. Listen to that quiet voice of wisdom. It will lead you in time. I give back to you the joy of planning without dread. You can take care of calendar squares like fields instead of crossing dangerous paths. A pen that doesn't scratch will be used to write on them. The shadow that used to follow you stopped caring when you stopped being afraid, says Archangel Michael. It eats attention. It got skinny because you didn't feed it anything. It will get cleaner in your circle until the conversations feel like fresh air, says God. Where there was manipulation, there will now be clarity. Pity will flow again, but this time it will be met with respect. Archangel Michael says, I take away the fake urgency that made things seem important. Things that are really important can stay still long enough to be picked out. You can make your choice without any stress, and you can walk at your own speed. God tells them, I will put up a small sign on a normal day to keep you on the right path. It could look like a helpful hand at the right time, a sentence that hits the mark, or a door that opens easily. With signs like that, there's no doubt who is right. You don't have to do anything for the people who hurt you, says Archangel Michael. You're not living well to show them off. With your calling, it's a holy promise. God says, I hold up the link between your present and your promise. It won't move when people talk about it or blame it. The wood will make your steps sound solid. Michael, the Archangel, says that being thankful should be useful. Water is good for you, outdoors. Name 3 things that stayed quiet. Being grateful in real life calms you down. The person who told you to die will have to make a choice that has consequences, says God. You shouldn't say anything to them if they choose the right path of truth. Give them the freedom to choose the wrong path if they want to. The bravery you showed has become a habit, says Archangel Michael. Your habits shape who you are on the inside. You are brave and kind right now. God says, I will weave rest into your work so that getting things done doesn't hurt your health anymore. You won't die because of what you build. You can't stay away from yourself because of what you keep. When chances come up, test their weight, says Archangel Michael. The real ones hold you, but they don't trap you. The fake ones praise you until you can't breathe. God says, I'm making a dream you put away for safety come back to you. Don't say sorry, just open it. It got stronger at night, and now it's ready for the sun to come up. Your sleep will get deeper, not because you're tired, but because you're safe, says Archangel Michael. Safety is like a heavy blanket. He makes the future feel soft by warming it up. I'm untangling the link between love and fear in your memory, says God. Love will no longer sound like midnight footsteps in the hall. Love will sound like a key turning slowly and a voice asking you in a soft voice if you're home. New tools are needed for the work you do in life, says Archangel Michael. Some will be patience in the shape of a hammer. Some will have the shape of a level and be clear. Use them until everything is okay. God tells them, I'm lining up your inner seasons. Winter won't come in the middle of summer without your permission. Because you no longer fight with joy, spring will come on time. The Archangel Michael tells them, your discernment is not suspicion. It is smart management. Gardens stay healthy and doors Stay open when they are well managed. Do it over and over until it comes naturally. The story has changed, and it won't go back, says God. The audience has moved on, even if old voices try to speak again. Truth put an end to the show. I bless the front doors of your home, says Archangel Michael. I hope that each one has a purpose and brings peace. Every window should remember that it's a way for light to come in. I will send you a short message that makes a hard choice clear, God says. It'll be easy to understand without being too simple. It will be easy on the eyes without being too light. There's a dignity in how you survive that doesn't need words, says Archangel Michael. Show it by the way you stand. Show it by the way you rest. God tells us, don't worry about bad things that you can't change. Give it to caring, making and creating. Peace comes with ownership. The Archangel Michael tells them, your steps will learn the rhythm of kindness toward yourself. Don't punish yourself for things you did wrong in the past. You'll be glad you can see clearly now. What you were afraid of is not coming, says God. The future you made by making quiet choices is already here. Let it in by opening it. I can the invitation that dread keeps trying to send again, says Archangel Michael. The RSVP is sent back unopened. There are better people at your table. In the Bible, God says, you'll meet someone or something that helps you stay steady on your path. There won't be any noise. It will have to be done. Archangel Michael advises, keep your routine small and faithful, like breathing, drinking water, and saying a word of blessing. Repeat it until your soul knows home. I'm not done being nice to you, says God. Being kind isn't a one-time thing. That's what I am. Be ready for it like sunrise and treat it with respect like rain. As the Archangel Michael says, now is not the time to explain your rules to people who keep trying to break them. Let the door say something. When doors close, they leave space. I settle your accounts with peace so completely that chaos can't get in, says God. The math of your days will be right and let you rest. Where shame once tried to block your vision, honor will now stand, says Archangel Michael. You'll end more evenings with enough. Honor that doesn't brag. An honor that doesn't beg. An honor that just is. When you tell this story again, use it as a guide for people who are still going through hard times. No need to talk about how you feel. Give instructions. Show them the way with clear points. Your strength will like quiet rooms more than loud stages, says Archangel Michael. Rooms that are quiet help you build a strong core. Once you get there, your public life will carry your private wholeness. God says, the choice is still valid. You are alive. You do well. You keep going. This is not weak or uncertain. It's stable and firm. You are about to enter your divine future, but remember this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now, join the family, and see your heavens open. I'll keep watch while you practice joy, says Archangel Michael. I'll watch over your borders while you put up little thank you flags. This is a long-term partnership. Your tomorrow isn't a dangerous cliff, says God. There is peace in the meadow. Walk through it with calm courage. Let the wind say what it wants to say. It is safe for you to grow. Call this moment enough to take a deep breath, says Archangel Michael. Enough to make a smart choice and rest completely. God says, I keep this going with a peace that won't leak. It will stay strong through news, plans, and the sounds of old rooms. As if it were a new piece of clothing, wear it. Go on, says the Archangel Michael. The road can tell where you've been. The sky knows your face, and the earth knows what you need to do, and stay steady. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.